Hello and welcome back to Clicks on the Side. Today, we're going to be doing a 300-point modern theme team build featuring the X-Men. Specifically one figure that I have been wanting to put together on a team for a little while now, and I feel like I finally put together one that I am happy with. So, having said that, we are going to be featuring from the latest Hellfire Gala set, number 15, Emma Frost. She had a power I found very interesting, and I really wanted to try to make it work. So let's see if you all agree that we did that. Alright, she does have the X-Men team ability, the Hellfire Club, Hellions, Quiet Council, X-Men, and Politician keywords. We are going to be playing her at her 100-point click, so she'll be starting off with a special movement, her penetrating psychic blast, super senses, and leadership, with a range of 5 with one target. Does have a couple traits. Her first trait is the Hellfire Gala. Once per turn for all characters with this trait, when a friendly character with the X-Men keyword attacks and the attack roll is and the attack roll includes exactly 1 5, you may replace the other die with a 5. And then she has her Hive fashion, white dress with gold diamond cutouts. When a friendly character with the X-Men keyword hits and a 10 with 2 5s was rolled, the next time this turn a friendly character with the X-Men keyword uses the X-Men team ability, they may instead choose to heal all other friendly characters with the X-Men team ability, regardless of adjacency. Very, very nice. Once she gets knocked down a little bit, she gains super strength along with charge, a special defensive power, and shape change. There's some invuln and battle fury later on, and then a second turn with that special defensive power there at the end. Let's take a look at those. Her special movement power at the top of her dial is Mind Control. When Emma Frost uses it, she may count range and draw lines of fire from friendly characters with the X-Men keyword. That's what I really wanted to play around with this team, and very excited to see how well it works. And you do see she does have 2 stop clicks, which is Diamond Skinned, Stop, Invulnerability. So there for 2 clicks, she does have Invuln with her shape change. I thought she was a little steep at 100, but if you can make that mind control work in your favor, totally worth it. Plus you get the leadership, and 12 attack with penetrating psychic blast is not bad either. So for this team, we are going to need X-Men who can get up there and potentially be used for her target points to get that mind control to go off. So let's start with one who can easily get around from the Wolverine Weapon X set, rare number 40, Beast. This is one of my favorite Beast sculpts we have seen in a while. And for what he can do, you get a lot of value. 30 points, does have the X-Men team ability, Avengers, Illuminati, X-Factor, X-Men, Animal, and Scientist keywords. 4 clicks long, does have Leap, Climb, and Blades to start off with his special defensive power throughout, still a beast, toughness, combat reflexes. And then he does have a special damage power, Deep Thoughts. Outwit. When Beast uses it, he can instead choose 3 standard powers, and that is Protected Outwit. For 30 points, absolutely amazing. 8 leap climb, so you can get him right up in there. That way his combat reflexes are in effect. Outwit. And now you have a very cheap character that can stay up on the front lines for Emma Frost to try to mind control your opponents from. Next up, it's going to be some transport. That's right, we're going to try to get a couple other figures up easier, and we're going to be doing that with the Scarlet Witch from the Hellfire Gala set, the Avengers version. Absolutely love this sculpt, and I've been using her probably way too much on my theme team builds, but she is just that good for 40 points. Let's take a look. The Scarlet Witch has the Mystics and Avengers team abilities, Avengers, Brotherhood of Mutants, X-Men, and mystical keywords. She also has, it is technically different. She has the Gala Invite trait. Scarlet Witch starts the game with an invite token. Once per turn for all characters with this trait, when a friendly character with the Avengers keyword attacks, you may remove an invite token from a friendly character to replace a die in their attack roll with a 5. Also has the trait, the Pretender becomes the Redeemer. When Scarlet Witch is KO'd, after resolutions, you may generate a friendly character of less points than Scarlet Witch from your KO area into your starting area on their last non-KO click. Then roll a d6 and heal them equal to half the result protected Pulse Wave. That could come into effect on this team, but we'll get into that here a little later. Like I said, we are going to be playing her at 40 points. Has a special movement with TK, Super Senses, and Perplex throughout her dial. A range of 5 with 1 target. Let's take a look at her third trait. It is her high fashion trait, beaded headdress and starry hair. When a friendly character with the X-Men keyword hits and a 10 with 2 5s was rolled, after resolutions, choose a color and a hit character. The chosen character can't use powers of the chosen color until the end of your next turn. Very, very nice. And then there is the special movement, which makes her a great taxi for 40 points. Phasing Teleport, Passenger 2. That is going to be her primary function, is support. She's going to be taxiing up and perplexing. But who will she be carrying up? How about we start off with, from the Deadpool Weapon X set, super rare number 52, Gambit. I was very happy to get this Gambit. I know we've gotten a couple Gambits lately. I still feel, even with the Collector's Trove one coming out, I still feel like this is the best Gambit we have in Modern at the moment. He does have the X-Men team ability and the Team Player team ability. 55 points, has Excalibur, Horseman, Marauders, X-Men, Assassin, and Spy keywords. Does come with a trait and a special die, which I do not have with me at the moment. At the beginning of your turn, you may roll Gambit's card die and place the result on his card, removing any other card dice there. If a Joker is rolled, first turn it to any other result. Gambit can use the effect matching the result of the card die on his card. So if you get a diamond, you get to modify his attack +1 and gain energy explosion. A heart, you get steal energy, but with all attacks. Very, very nice. Clubs, you get giant reach 5, quake. And then with the spades, you get to modify range +1 and gain penetrating psychic blast. He does have improved targeting and can shoot shoot adjacent characters. Has a range of 5 with 2 targets. Has a special movement ability to start off with Precision Strike and a special defensive power with Probability Control. Later on, he gets Sidestep, Combat Reflexes, and Empower. Let's take a look at his other trait. We do have, maybe I've got a card up my sleeve. Gambit has Stealth and Force Blast. Force Blast as free, but only to target an adjacent character. And then there you see the special movement. You learn a thing or two in the Bayou. Leap Climb. When Gambit is given a move action and moves 5 squares or less, after resolutions, he may make an attack. Very, very, I love that. I always love when you pretty much get a free attack after moving. It's essentially a running shot of 5 or a charge of 5. Then you do see his special defensive power is Cajun Charm, which is Super Senses and Toughness. So you got a couple rollouts. You got the Super Senses. You have the prob with him. 5 clicks. I wish he had a 6th one, but this Gambit can still do a lot and put in the work. Joining Gambit as part of Scarlet Witch's crew is going to also be from the Wolverine Weapon X set. And we are actually going to be looking at Chase, number 61, Weapon X. Love this sculpt. Was so glad that I pulled this guy. And now I finally found a team that I like to put him on. There we go. Weapon X has the X-Men team ability and the team player team ability. Alpha Flight exiles Weapon X, X-Men, Animal, and Soldier keywords. He is going to be coming in at 45 points for this build. And he has the trait Wolverine Squad. When this character rolls a 5 or 6 on a single d6 roll, after resolutions, you may heal a friendly character with a Wolverine Squad trait 1 click. So that's only going to be him, but still, he has a chance to heal himself up. Also has the trait Uncaged Vengeance. Leap, Climb, Willpower. Free. If Weapon X was damaged since your last turn, roll a d6. Move him up to the result, then deal 1 penetrating damage to each character he moved through. And as you can see, he does have improved movement through character bases. So 45 points, you only get 3 clicks, but it is a special movement. You get Precision Strike, Combat Reflexes, and Exploit Weakness. Then it goes into Blades with Combat Reflexes and Exploit Weakness. And then on the last click, it's Stealth, Blades, a Special Defensive Power, and Battle Fury. But let's take a look at those. The special movement is Mutant, Monster, or Machine, Charge, Flurry, and that is Protected Outwit. So very nice to start off on. Then that Special Defensive Power is a Stop Click. I'm enjoying this far too much. Stop, Invulnerability, Super Senses. So even if he gets knocked down to that last Stop Click, he does have a Super Senses roll to try to survive. So both of those guys will be carried up by the Scarlet Witch. That way they can get up in the action a little bit quicker. That does leave us with 30 points, and this is the one I'm most proud of teaming up with Emma Frost. I feel like this combination will get the job done. From the Black Panther set, we are looking at the Legacy card L036, and we are bringing in Cloak. Originally from the Spectacular Foes of Spider-Man set. Very glad I pulled him back in the day and I never did get rid of him. There we go. We have Cloak. And one of the main reasons Cloak is on this team is he does have the Spider-Man team ability. So, if you remember, Gambit has super senses in and team player. So now he has super duper senses. And Weapon X also has team player. So if he gets to that stop click, you now have a 50-50 shot of rolling that super senses to keep him up if they try to take him out. Cloak does have the Avengers, Marvel Knights, New Warriors, Runaways, and X-Men keywords. And he does have 4 clicks long with stealth, no attack power to speak of. Does have an 18 defend and a special damage power throughout. Later on, he does gain super senses. His special movement, though, that is actually supposed to be a trait. I believe that has been errated. And that trait is And Dagger. Phasing teleport. When Cloak uses it, after resolutions, you may generate a dagger bystander if no friendly dagger bystanders have been KO'd this game. Remove that bystander from the game at the beginning of your next turn. And there is Dagger. If you're familiar with Jeremiah Peterson over at the Maker's Market, he hooked me up with this girl, and I love what he did with it. So, you get to spit her out, and as you can see, she has 3 targets with a range of 5, also has the Spider-Man team ability, Sidestep, an 11 attack with a 17 super senses, and a special damage power. And that special damage power is... if I can... there we go. When Dagger attacks, hit characters are dealt 1 penetrating damage instead of normal damage. When Dagger damages 1 or more opposing characters, after resolutions, heal an adjacent friendly character 1 click. So you get to pop her out, hopefully in an area where she can shoot at 3 different characters at once and do 1 penetrating damage each. And if she's still beside Cloak, her defense is bumped up to an 18 with that super duper senses. And if you can also sidestep her back behind Cloak for some protection, because once they knock out Dagger, you cannot regenerate her based on that trait. But love that. Then you do have the special defense damage power of Hungry Shadows. Shape Change. When Cloak uses it and succeeds, after resolutions, deal the attacking character damage equal to their printed damage value. So go ahead and swing at Cloak if you like, but just know you may be hurting yourself. And the fact that he can phase teleport up 10 squares into stealth and get you in range of pretty much any of your opponent's characters for Emma Frost's mind control, I love that. So it's essentially a mind control from 15 squares away, because you can go ahead and phase teleport with Cloak, and right away your opponents are going to be in line of fire for Emma's special mind control. So that is my idea for an Emma Frost based X-Men Modern theme team. Let me know what you think. If there's any changes that you would make. I'm really curious to see how this one works out. But that has been it for me. Thank you for joining me. And until next time, this has been Clicks on the Side.